Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. And today's topic is a little different. So, this morning, breaking news: Nuno Espirito Santo was sacked from the Tottenham Hotspur job after a 3-0 defeat to Man United. I don't think many people are surprised, and it has been covered quite a lot. They had shocking XG to Tottenham, expected goals, shocking goals against. Everything were the lowest in the Premier League. In fact, the fact they're sitting 8th in the table, playing the most boring football is incredible. However, we're not here to talk about Nuno being sacked. We're here to talk about the fact that Antonio Conte is just hours away from signing the contract to be the new Tottenham Hotspur manager. Now, what do I know about Conte? From what I've seen him managing clubs, is he's a serial winner. He's a serial league winner. Now, not for 1 second am I saying he's going to come into Tottenham and he's going to win the league with them, because I think of how advanced the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Chelseas are. And this deal for Conte will only be 18 months to start with, which is probably a bit of to see if he gets what he wants, because he is a very demanding manager. But what they say about demanding managers, especially someone of Conte, in getting the transfer funds, is that he does deliver success. He will deliver top four. With Tottenham all of a sudden certainly becoming the top four title race as soon as Conte is officially confirmed, just purely because of the way he plays, his defence that he'll sort out, the whole system he'll sort out. He is a serial winner, serial achiever. He's always won the league wherever he's been. He started the Juventus 9 in a row and ended the Juventus 9 in a row last season when he was with Inter Milan. He also won the league at Chelsea, and many Chelsea fans have kind of been trying to warn Tottenham fans that he's not good. And in the second season, yes, he didn't win the league, but he won the FA Cup, and that's a Tottenham fan. Considering they've not won a trophy since 2008, and that was only a League Cup. They've not won an FA Cup since 1991, which is 10 years before I was born. That would be massive for a fan of Tottenham Hotspur, for them to get any trophy. So absolutely, Conte is going to come in, and when he does, it's going to be interesting to see what the board do, because obviously they tried to get him in the summer, and Conte didn't believe in the project. So what has changed in the last sort of 2-3 months since they tried to get him the previous time? And now I think it's Tottenham and Levy and the owners are kind of thinking, it's not worked with Nuno. We have made a mistake, and we do need to give him what he wants. I think a bit of that. I think we're making promises. We're probably not setting maybe as high expectations. Maybe his expectations is come here, 18 months, get us top four, and we'll see where we go from there. If it's not working, you leave after 18 months. If it is working, we'll give you a new contract. I think that is kind of the route that Tottenham are going for it. But it'll be interesting to see sort of, especially January and the summer, the players that he brings in, what he does. We know he's fantastic at transforming the way players are. Like Victor Moses, when he was at Chelsea, was absolutely superb. Conte made him from a player that was at the outskirts of Stoke, Liverpool, Chelsea, never got a minute, was just kind of there, to the best fullback, the best right back in the league by far. Same with Marcus Alonso, and that's not really been repeated with Alonso kind of since he's left Chelsea. So I think there's definitely, for players like Doherty and things at Tottenham that have not quite got into it, I think it's going to be big. And I think as well, what Conte does is it's another elite manager at the top, sort of your Klopp, Guardiola, Tuchel. You've now got Conte in that conversation. And I think it probably scares some teams. Like Man United could have sacked Ole after losing 5-0. They didn't. Conte was available. Conte said he wanted that job, and they didn't. And Tottenham have pulled the trigger on it. They pulled the trigger to get Conte. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes, and how Man United will stick with Ole throughout the season and kind of see where that leads them. So it will be very interesting to keep an eye out. And there's a lot of questions, a lot of reasons as to why Conte's joined that I'm unsure about, but I'm sure they'll come to light. We may see it in January if he signs a lot of players. We may see, in fact, he does believe in the project, and the fact of having Kane and Son up front he loves. Who knows? But it could even be a case if he thought a different job would come up and it doesn't, and now he's sick of waiting. He's had 3 months of rest on a nice yacht in a boat in sunny Italy or somewhere like that, and he's ready to get back into management. And Tottenham's just the right team at the right time. That's almost similar to the Inter Milan team he took over in a way, probably a bit worse, but if you can pull that team back, I'm sure you can do the same with Tottenham. Now, like I said, I'm not saying they're going to win a league because of how far ahead Liverpool and Chelsea and Man City and even Man United squads are. It's so elite how their squads are, but I do see him challenging. I think he's got the ability. I think Ollie is almost out of his depth in his job and not as good as what Conte is. And I think we're going to see kind of, if you look at Tottenham's fixtures, there's quite a lot of, there's a Norwich, a Burnley, a Brentford, sort of all these a Brighton, I believe, as well coming up. These are quite easy fixtures to get him started before they have a run of Leicester, Liverpool and West Ham. So I do think that this is going to be a nice bedding in process as well if they can get a manager. So it'll be very interesting to see how well he does when he comes into the club. So who knows? Thank you very much for watching the video. Like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments down below what you think of Antonio Conte going to Tottenham. If you think it's a disaster, if you're a Man United fan, let me know how you feel. If you're a Chelsea fan, let me know how you feel as well. Thank you very much.